Hey guys, Donut here, and today I have a wonderful build for you. This is the Tanky Tank Titania that I have made. It is something a bit different, but it might be something that somebody has already made or looked upon. But anyways, this is my version of my own build that I've made for Titania, and it is very tanky. As you see, it has taken a lot of damage from the bombards. Very powerful, easily ripping through them, no problem, and just overall very comfy to play. So without further ado, let's go ahead and show you the build. Okay, so getting into it, I'm not using any Archon shards. You don't need any Archon shards, or you can customize it as you will. If I was to run any, it'd probably just be like maybe power strength and duration. I really don't need too much, or maybe corrosion or something. It's not very needed right now. I am running corrosion on the weapon, so that's probably what I'd run, just for more corrosion stacks. But aside from that, I mean, there's really nothing that I would say that it has to have for the Archon shards. It's a very generalistic build. It's built around Null Star and power strength, so I use Nova's Null Star to gain a massive damage reduction, and then on top of that I use Thorns for another damage reduction on top of Aviators, aerodynamics. And what you'll notice now is I'm going to add more damage reduction mods. Currently this is just with growing power, so this is one way that you can build it. For me to add the other damage reduction mods, I will have to add a forma. So I'm going to format it and show you this build, and that's why I wanted to show both of them, because I didn't feel like re-ranking it yet, and this is all you really needed to do, was to format it and go ahead, slap on what you need, and Archon continuity would go right back there, or maybe something else for range, like Archon range, or maybe streamline. But what I'll swap it to is aerodynamics and then airborne, and once I rank it back up, or sorry, aviator, once I rank it back up, I'll put continuity back in, and that'll be the build. The reason why I'm showcasing this is because everything is going to be at a weaker state, rank 1 Titania at her base, so her abilities and stuff will be weaker until they're ranked up. So what I'm showcasing is how much damage reduction and how nutty this actually is, to the point to where it can take multiple bombard hits before she's even killed, or not even killed. She took like 10 or 15 bombard hits, so it's honestly a very tanky build, and you will need nothing else if you're using something like this. This build basically does operate though off of Null Star and using Tribute, so you can get Thorns for almost 100 seconds damage reduction of 50%, and then Null Star 75%, Airborne and Aviators about another 75%, so you're looking at a lot of damage reduction. Then on top of that you have Arcane Pistolier that you can use for your headshots, and then the ammo efficiency on your pistols, and then you'd want to use Arcane Velocity so you get faster fire rate when you do a crit with your pistols. All this kind of works in synergy to give you all the DPS that you'd ever need, and give you enough defenses to not really give too much of a hassle if you hit something or stand in a stupid spot. But Titania is already really fast and hard to manage as it is, so I would just say use this at your own will. Preferably I enjoy Mold Augmented and Arcane Velocity, just because it gives me the extra power strength to multiply the damage a little bit higher and give me a little bit more damage reduction upon other things. So that is the build that I enjoy and use myself for most content, so I do hope that this helps you and it gives you a better pointer in the right direction of what kind of build that you would need and how you should build it for most scenarios. And if this has helped, please do consider liking and subscribing to the channel. It does help me and motivate me to continue what I do. You could use the, well, this would be pretty much next level, I shouldn't say that. Transient Fortitude would be the next point that you take it up to, or you slap that on, or you could use Duration as I was doing before with Continuity. Hold on, with our Continuity, I'm pretty sure that's what I had there before, or I had, yeah, I had Archon Continuity. But for the most part, Thorns will last very long. Debuff duration, effect radius, yeah, so the effect duration is 120 seconds, so it's going to last a very long time. You'll have 50% damage reduction just like that, and then on top of that you'll have 75 from Null Star, and you'll be able to send those out, and they'll track enemies, So if they're close to you, you can send them out, then that's free status procs, and you can get more from your weapons. And for the decks, for the weapons themselves, they did take a little investment. It took 3 Forma, but the Cascadia Flare is where we're really getting a lot of our damage from, and a little bit of status. Because we don't really have too much crit chance. We could change that and apply something else. I believe there's a, yeah, I think there's a galvanized mod that I do not currently own yet for the status effect ones, but you can use those. And if you were going to use the status effect ones, you just change out the murmur. And we can show this again with everything active. Trying to get all the damage reductions again. So simulate, and we'll start with Null Star, go airborne, and all we have to do is just cast one single one, make him, and as you see here, it takes a lot for you to die. You can still die, but you have to understand, these guys do a lot of damage. You're not just gonna, like, taking that many from one person, or just like one guy, you usually can't take that much. Your Warframe will be deleted, pretty much, every time. If you would like an example to show you how much damage reduction that she has at a low level, let's show you Nova with none. No null star, nothing. One shot is all it took. So that means she is incredibly powerful. The next thing I could show you in comparison to show you how powerful she is just bring out Nyx and then activate Nyx's thing. So we'll see how much damage she takes. So that's already 4k just in a couple hits. Some damage, like some hits don't get registered, but as you see, it's a lot of damage that you soak up. 10k damage already, 11. So you're taking a lot of damage less, and a lot of damage is being mitigated. If you want a good build that'll carry you for a long time, that's the build that you want to try. And if you've enjoyed this, I hope that you have a wonderful day, and God bless, take care, and be safe. And I will go over the builds one more time just so I can show you guys. I don't really show this because, I mean, I hardly ever use it, to be fair. But this is the setup I would have for it. There probably is a better one now. This is like the old school one, back before these came out. So I wouldn't hold this to what I would actually use, honestly. I haven't updated it. But as far as the Titania Prime and Titania herself, that's what I would use. And instead of this being, like, so it would be one Forma, and instead of this Augur Secrets, it would just be Transient Fortitude, or it would just be the duration. You would just put Continuity or Prime Continuity. Either one will work just fine. If this has helped you, please leave a like and subscribe. God bless, and take care.